You in there, Karen?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. I've already got YouTube fired up. I'm gonna get Facebook going too. I just got to connect. Um, Alicia was on here. I just want to make sure that things are coming through on both platforms. It looked like it was on YouTube, Facebook. I just want to make sure everything is coming through on YouTube like it's supposed to as well. Because if everything's coming through fine, I'll live stream tomorrow on both platforms.
Okay, let me get on YouTube real quick.
Let me know when you're on there, and
I'm on here and I see your black screen with the no active warnings coming across.
cool. Let's um let's test right quick. Let's make sure that the audio and all that's going to come through. If we have to do warnings and stuff, let's see. All right, let me do this and see if you hear it over there on that.
This is a test of the West Tennessee Storm Trackers warning voice alert.
So did it come through?
Yeah, I heard it.
Good deal.
It still has that echo, like I can hear everything and then hear it again.
Well, I think the reason why is because it's actually coming through on my mic. What I'm gonna have to do is, well, like it come through on my speakers, and I have my mic on, and this mic is a real good mic, so it picks up stuff really good. So I'm gonna have to probably mute my speakers down a little bit, and probably connect my headset and just have everything coming through my headset is what I'm going to have to do.
Okay.
That's why you was able to hear it to go through like that. So
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and fire Facebook up. Is Alicia in here? Looks like she is. All right. We'll go ahead and fire the Facebook stream up as well. I changed a few things on these settings too. Hopefully this will not time out anymore. I kicked up some stuff on the settings, so we'll see what that does. Let's see, we'll scroll that up a little bit. We can see that a little better. It looks better there. We'll give.
Aaron, is Facebook Live up for you?
No, not yet.
It should be up.
Okay,
It should be up. I got it rolling.
I
Yeah,
don't see it. I keep refreshing.
yeah. Double check because it says somebody's active in there right now, so it should be up.
Yeah, I'm still not getting it. I'm refreshing too.
It show. I mean, it's got to be going because I see two people in there that are showing that they're checking it out. So make sure y'all are not on the West Tennessee Storm Trackers. Make sure y'all are on y'all's own account. Y'all may not be able to see it if y'all are not.
Oh, okay. That's what I was doing. I was on that page.
Yeah. Make sure you're on your own because if you. Yeah, because if you're up.
Oh,
It's showing it under your.
I see what you're talking about now.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was trying to be on the actual page.
Yeah. You have to do it that way. because y'all are over that page and stuff too. So if y'all like log in and do it under that, I don't think you can see the stream.
I don't see it on our West Tennessee Storm Tracker page. I see it on your Jerry Mac page.
That's weird. So it's not on the West Tennessee trackers. I thought I had it set to that.
It must be set
It's on your.
Let me look right quick. Let me stop that one. I could have swore I had it set to that one. It won't take but a minute to fix it, but yeah, won't take but a minute. It might have. I might have accidentally not set it to that. It could have been what I done wrong. We'll do it again right quick. Could have swore I had it set up for that. No, I did have it set up on mine for whatever reason. Maybe it's because I'm logged into that one too. Let me switch over, y'all. Just hang on. That's probably why it wouldn't work. Now, see if that won't do it now. Yeah, I was logged back into my account, so that's why it didn't work. Be a second here. Forgot that I logged back into it. All right, now we'll go here. Right there, and all right. Now this should work now. Give it a minute to go live. Y'all let me know whenever we're on
Yep.
that. Okay,
It's live.
cool. Yeah, I forgot I switched back to the Jerry Mac account, so. All right, give people some time to roll up in here. So I got a little rough deal of that app. I actually put that on my Android phone. So which there's no warnings, there's nothing here to check it with, but it is an option on there, and you can refresh it to see if there's any active warnings and stuff. So I'm gonna try my app out, that app that I wrote tomorrow, and see how it works too.
Cool. I can't wait.
It's really exciting.
Pretty neat. I'm sure it's gonna need some tweaking, but
Good evening to everybody who's in here.
yeah, we're gonna wait. We're just gonna wait. We're chatting among ourselves, just everybody getting people a chance to come on in. Got some things we've got added here. We got a new little ticker down at the bottom that's gonna be on our live streams now. Pretty excited about that. So let everybody here check that stuff out tonight too. And if anybody's got any questions, just ask some questions. We'll try to get to everybody's questions that's, may have some after we kind of get through with everything. YouTube as well. We'll be checking for questions on YouTube chat as well. So looks like we got both of them working, and seems everything is working right on both platforms anyway. So for the people that's actually on here now, again, if you notice down at the bottom, we got a little scroller that's going on. That's a new thing I added for the live stream stuff. We get any active type of warnings or whatever, they'll get displayed across the bottom of the screen. And this is just like I'm gonna show y'all like a little test preview of what it's gonna look like. Let's see here. Yeah. So y'all let me know when y'all are seeing the new screen flashing.
Now it is.
So whenever we got like a tornado warning, you'll see this flashing at the bottom. It's going to be red for tornado warnings. It will have, and I know it's scrolling fast. I'm going to adjust the speed on it, but you'll see that flashing across the bottom of your screen, whatever county and the time, that will be flashing across the screen. If it's tornado warnings, it'll be red. Severe thunderstorm warnings will be orange. And then it will do in real time as one gets issued. So while we're on the live stream, we'll have that going down at the bottom. We're also, I won't play it. We've done tested it. Karen and Alicia's has been here to listen to it, but we also have a little speak when we get a new warning. It will actually say it in the live stream, new tornado warning. And it should read out the county, and it should read out until when. So that's something we'll have going tomorrow for the live stream as well. So pretty cool thing there. And hopefully we won't have to use it tomorrow for anything, but it'll be still going to be cool to have it and see it working tomorrow if need be. So we'll start. I said we won't keep people in here all night. I know everybody's got things to do, so we'll just start out with the latest severe weather outlook. So far, nothing has changed on the outlook itself. We'll get a new outlook later tonight after midnight, so we could see some changes to the outlook. Most of West Tennessee is under the slight risk if you're along and south of Interstate 40. To the north, like in Lake, O'Brien, Weakley, Dyer, Lauderdale counties, half of Gibson County, a little portion of Henry County is under the enhanced risk. That's the level 3. So, we've had this shift a little bit. It shifted south on one of the outlooks to right around the interstate. Now it's lifted a little bit back further north. I can tell you that the greater probability to see more of severe weather is going to be more to our north, but that's where the greater threat is. We'll pop up the tornado threat now. In the yellow area, you can see it's kind of the two areas. The yellow area that's kind of got the lines through it, that means that they're under, that's a SIG 3. So SBC's changed a bunch of stuff with severe weather outlooks and how they grade what severity levels are going to be for like tornado, wind, and hail. The the yellow area up there with the lines through it, that's a SIG 2, which means a chance for EF3 or greater tornadoes. So that's up in Illinois and parts of Wisconsin and parts of Missouri up there. And as you come down, you still see some of the yellow and even some of the brown, but it's in like little stippled regions there. That's still a chance for a significant tornado of EF2 or greater in the little stippled region there. So this map may be a little hard to read, but Northwest Tennessee, the counties I was talking about that's under the enhanced, we're kind of under that stippled region there for the possibility of a EF2 or greater tornado. So again, the greater threat will be to the north of us, and the hail threat is pretty much been shifted out. Still couldn't rule out some hail though. I know we're not technically outlined in it, but I still wouldn't totally rule out the possibility potentially to see some hail in some of these storms if they do get going as well. Wind is going to be the primary concern. 45%. I know y'all can't see it. Matter of fact, I'm going to cut that warning banner off for now. So the 45% is the purple area here. So that's where we're at, and then the rest is the 30%. So again, the parts of Northwest Tennessee that was under the enhanced risk, 45% for damaging winds in excess of 70 miles an hour. If you're in the red, that's 30%. And then like Hardin and McNairy counties are in the 15%. So a little less chance the further south you go. So again, the greater threat, more to our north, Northwest Tennessee, southeast Missouri, western Kentucky, those are northeast Arkansas. Those are the greater threat areas to potentially see the severe weather. So there's some AI models that we kind of use, that I use, and other weather people use it too. I'm kind of liking some of the outcomes with this. Karen, y'all let me know when the new map's up, because it's up on my end. So let me know when y'all seeing the new map.
I'm seeing the
Storm.
wind outlook.
Storm. So you still seeing the wind?
Day 2. Day 2 categorical outlook.
All right. Yeah, should be seeing a black map in just a minute.
I see it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's up.
Okay. So this is one of the computer AI models that has been really good at predicting tornadoes and damaging winds and all that stuff. So earlier on in the week, when this computer model was putting out the stuff, it kind of had a pretty good bullseye over Northwest Tennessee for some significant tornadoes. In other words, was in the higher range. You can see the little graph up here at the top, and it's probably a little hard to see, but where I'm pointing at here, we was right in that 50 to 75% tile, which is more on the medium to higher end risk for the chance to see some tornadoes. And again, this computer AI has really been good at predicting tornadoes. If you notice right now, I'm pointing over here in Missouri, this particular one is actually predicting some tornadoes, and we're getting tornado warnings in that exact same area that this computer model is predicting it. So I really do like this AI model. It's been very accurate with tornado probabilities and predictions, pretty good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom it up till we get into Monday. And like I said, as some of the earlier runs of this, it really had Northwest Tennessee under the bullseye, or in some of the center of it. Now it's backed off of Northwest Tennessee. It's doing a good job. I still think of initiating where the more likelihood for it is, which is kind of where the Storm Prediction Center has it at, up in Illinois and north in Missouri and parts of Kentucky, parts of Wisconsin up there to the north. So I'm going to progress this a little further, and this is like 7 or 8 o'clock at night, which Again, I still think it's doing a good job. I think areas to our north in Illinois and all that probably will start seeing some of that severe weather actually before we will, just because of where that low pressure center is going to be up there in that general area to the north. So a lot more forcing involved up to the north. But what I'm liking and what I'm liking that what I'm seeing on here is we get into the evening hours, 10, 11 o'clock, when is going to be the peak time for when we start to see some of this stuff move through, say between 10 and 3 a.m. It's really brought the tornado chances down for our area, Northwest Tennessee too. So while we're in that low end threat now, and so I'm liking what I'm seeing with that. Like I said, this has been a pretty accurate model. Again, it's not saying we won't see anything. It's just this is a real good indication that that the chances are less than what they were looking. Even a couple of days ago, it was looking a lot worse a couple of days ago. So something we'll still watch. This model gets new stuff fed into it every day as well, new data. So we'll take a look at it tomorrow too and see how it changes. But I am liking what I'm seeing as far as for the tornado probabilities, where this is showing it on the lower end side, so which is good. That's a good thing, because again, before it was showing a little bit more on the higher end side, was in the medium to high range. So damaging winds, it's actually doing a pretty good job with it as well. I'm going to progress it, and I know it's a little bit of a delay, so I'm taking that into consideration. But it really has the damaging winds staying up to further to our north as well. So that's another good thing. Not good for them, but it's good for West Tennessee at least. Again, it's still showing us on the lower end side, even for the damaging wind threat. So again, this is one good model. It's been pretty accurate with a lot of stuff. So I kind of like what it's showing. We'll just have, like I said, we'll see how things evolve, especially as we get into tomorrow. So again, this model gets updated too as we get new data in. So as we kind of get more into tomorrow, if anything starts to change or things start to look a little bit different as far as moisture or instability or anything like that, all those parameters will get fed into this model and will spit out some pretty good outcomes, I think. Probably going to be under pretty strong cap tomorrow. So that's going to keep storms from firing at all during the day. Looked like a pretty stout cap from what I was looking at with some of the models. So, I mean, we're probably going to see little to no activity. We will have a warm front to live tomorrow. That warm front could trigger some showers, maybe a thunderstorm before we get under the cap. So it's possible we could see a little something in the morning as that warm front lifts through the area. So don't be surprised if you don't see a little something there, because it has been hitting at that with some of the models. So shouldn't be nothing severe or anything out of it. But as that warm front lifts, we could see a weak thunderstorm or something tomorrow too. But as that lifts and we kind of get some heating tomorrow, we'll get under a pretty strong cap. So there won't be any storms or anything that we'll be able to fire through that cap during the day at all. So we'll keep an eye out too. Like I said, we'll have new data come in tonight. I'll analyze that as well. So anybody got any questions? Karen, Alicia, is there anything else that you would like me to go over that I haven't really went over?
I mean, just remind everybody that we will be active on Zello when it probably a little bit before we think it's going to start firing up.
Yeah. We'll for sure be on Zillow. Like I said, I'll have the live stream going, and which I'll be on Zillow as well. So if you don't hear me chatting on the live stream quite as much, it's because I'm on Zillow. So hopefully everybody we'll have Zillow going as well, because that's still going to be about the most instant way, because you kind of see how the live stream is. We do have a little bit of a delay with the live stream. I'm about 10 seconds somewhere or another there, a delay on the live stream, which that's unfortunately there's nothing you can do about that. So Zillow's really the best thing to have to get instant notifications or whatever with anything that's going on. It does look like it's going to be like I said, a late night, early Tuesday morning, between 10 and probably 3 a.m., somewhere or another in that time frame. So it's going to be one of those sucky times for us, but West Tennessee, it seems like that's a lot when we get it right later at night and stuff. So been a while since we got it this late at night, though, ain't it? Y'all, if I can remember right.
Yeah.
Get you a nap tomorrow afternoon after work and be prepared to stay up.
Yeah.
Or have several ways to get you woke up if there are some warnings.
Yeah. And hopefully we'll get out of this with just some much needed thunderstorms and non-severe and rain, because we do need the rain. We are under a pretty bad drought. So we do need the rain. We just don't need the severe weather out of it. So any questions? Anybody got questions?
So, Jerry Mack, I don't know if you said for sure, like, the timing from what start point to about what end point.
I think
That's usually what people want.
Yeah, I think somewhere around 10 o'clock at night to probably around 3 a.m.
Okay.
Somewhere or another, just generally in that time frame. I mean, if something speeds up, if I see some new data, I'll analyze data tonight, and then I'll analyze it first thing in the morning, see if anything looks different. But that's been what the general trend has been, somewhere between 10 and say 3 a.m. time frame. So that's why I said it's going to be one of those late night, overnight events. And like I said, it has been a while since we've actually had an overnight event. I feel like the last time was back when we had those bad storms. What was it? Was it last April when we had those bad storms? The ones in Selma and everything? Was that then, or has that been 2 years
Yeah.
ago? Yeah.
That's been a year ago.
Yeah. So those were kind of late night. I feel like we had some late night storms in that area last year, but it's been a little bit since we've had any really late, like overnight type late. So, and I know, like I said, like Karen said, just make sure. I mean, I guess we're not 100% expecting people. I know we know people's got to work, and maybe not 100% expecting you to be awake, but I would at least have a way to be woken up if need to be. I'm in the process of making an app, and hopefully I can get an app, and we can get an app out to people in Android and Apple as well. I'm working on the Android version of it now, and you'll get notifications. I've actually been playing with it. Just actually made a rough copy of one today and got it on my phone, and I played with it a little bit. So hoping for some cool things for people here. Like Alicia said, I think Alicia posted it in the website. Make sure you check out the website too, because it's got a lot of useful information. We got radar on there. We got satellite. I've added some live camera feeds on there, like live. So it's current. So like I said, check out the website. The website's really got some pretty cool stuff on it as well. Severe weather outlooks are on there. They get updated automatically. So y'all don't have to wait for updates for like me. Used to, I had to post them. I've got everything coded in now to where when SPC puts out a new one, it's in there. So nobody has to wait for me to get home and put it in there anymore. It's there.
Janet Patterson says, when is the strongest winds coming through?
Yeah, probably. So it's been some kind of debate on whether or not we're going to get like any supercells to fire up ahead of this. What's is supposed to happen, or what the models are predicting is going to happen, some supercells are going to fire up back off to the west, and as it pushes closer to us, they're going to kind of congeal into more of a cluster type line, or maybe even a line segment, and that's going to be kind of when we'll see the strongest winds. So that's why I'm just kind of giving you a general time, somewhere between 10 and 3. I know that's kind of a broad area, but I guess I'm saying that because if any supercells fire up first and they actually come in ahead of any lines that form, then obviously those are going to be the ones we'll have to worry about for the tornado threat. So, but probably the more wind, if you're talking about more for the straight line winds, probably 11, 12 o'clock ish, somewhere or another in there, in that time frame.
Okay, then, someone said, I'm working from 2:30 p.m. until 1 a.m. Will it be really bad then, and would it be better to leave work early?
So I mean, that's probably going to be some of the time whenever we're going to be getting it, somewhere between, again, that 10 p.m. and 3 a.m. range. So, I mean, if you leave at 1 a.m., it's potentially that you could be driving or in some of that by then. Obviously depends on where you're at as well. I think the further south, if you're further down south, like Hardin County, McNairy County, and all that, will probably be even a little bit later. And it should weaken some too, like as it pushes like Interstate 40 and south, as it kind of gets a little bit further to the south. It does look like it's somewhat tendencies has been showing it to halfway weaken a little bit as it goes further south. So that's why those areas are not under the enhanced risk. That's why it's still under the slight. So yeah, so Henderson, yeah, that'd be kind of close to that. Like I said, it does the trends have showed it weakening a little bit as it pushes through. Again, that's why the enhanced risk did get kind of shoved back up there to the north more. So, I mean, you could be dealing with, I don't know how far you got to drive from Henderson. I'd pay a little bit of attention to the weather, and maybe watch our forecast in the morning. And I'll try to put a future cast on in the morning too, with the latest timing and everything in the morning. Yeah, I think Fayette County, I think you're going to be a little bit later on in the morning too, somewhere around that 1 o'clock range, I think, for Fayette County. But like I said, you are in the slight risk. So again, the storms do look to be weaker as they push south of Interstate 40, as of the latest data that I've looked at. Yeah, you go into Lexington there, I mean, it could be storming. It's possible we could be dealing with you could be dealing with some thunderstorms at that time, driving from Henderson to Lexington. Hopefully nothing severe. Hopefully we're just going to see some good old thunderstorms with some rain. Things have been quiet around here. We need the rain though. We just don't need the severe stuff.
You are very welcome.
Yeah. So like I said, I just would tune in tomorrow. Just try to watch the weathercast. I'll try to do a future cast tomorrow with the latest timing on everything. If you've got Zillow, I would still have it handy. I know you're talking about you're at work, but I'd have it handy. That way y'all can stay up to date that way as well. Anybody else got any questions? Karen, Alicia, y'all got anything y'all want to add? Let anybody know, or
Not that I can think of, just remember the storm shelters for your counties are pinned at the top of our Facebook page.
Yep.
And they're on our website.
Yep, they're on our website. They're kind of down toward the bottom of the page, but yep, they're on our website as well, pinned. Any new people too that don't have Zillow, Karen posted a QR code there. You will have to go and download the Zillow app. It is free to do. Whatever Apple Store or your Google, just look for Zillow, Zello. I do have some videos on the website that shows you how to install Zillow. You have to create a username and password, and then you can scan the QR code, and it will take you right to the page instead of you having to manually add the page. And all that should be in the video. I think I've done a pretty good detailed video showing everybody how to download the app and create your username, password, and how to join the channel as well.
And if you leave your volume turned up, you will hear us come over. One of us will come over and announce watches and warnings and special weather statements.
Yep. I think some of y'all probably already got the Zillow, so a lot of y'all already know what to expect with it. But it's really a good tool that we use. Like I said, sometimes we get stuff out before it even gets issued, so really a good thing to have. And like I said, we'll have the live stream going as well. The only thing with the live stream and stuff is it is about a 10-second delay. So just take that into consideration, for anybody that's going to watch the live stream and and depend on that. Just again, keep in mind it's going to be about a 10-second delay. And if I do lose power, I will unfortunately lose the live stream. I don't have any way to I don't even have any backup power, so if I do lose power, I will lose live stream. But Zillow, we won't lose it at all. Even, I mean, Zillow will be on my phone, app on my phone. So, I mean, again, unless I lose cell service or whatever, but if I do, Karen and Alicia's still out there for y'all. So. Well, all right. I guess if we don't have nothing, if there's no more questions, if y'all are not seeing any more, we can end the live stream and let everybody enjoy the rest of their night tonight. I didn't see any questions on YouTube. We might not even had anybody on YouTube, but I guess Alicia got kicked off.
Yeah, she said hers froze.
Oh, I got you. All right. Well, Karen, have you seen any more questions that we need to answer? I ain't. The actual questions is looking pretty good on here now. So.
No, there's nothing else.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's cut the live stream. Just stay tuned for the forecast in the morning. I'll try to do a little bit more of a detailed forecast with a future cast in the morning, and let y'all know of anything that might have changed or anything that's looking different. I guess we'll get off of here for now. Everybody have a safe night.
All right, y'all have a good evening.
All right, that should have